Larry here. Welcome back to Larry's Fountain Pen. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about a journal, paper, notebooks. If you're familiar with the Midori Traveler's Notebook, it's a pretty decent journal, and I use it quite frequently, and I have two of them. This is the second version that came out. This is when Travelers split up with Midori and they went on their own now. So this is the Traveler journal. The previous one is the Midori, which I have in the drawer for another day. So I want to talk about what's in this package. I ordered this from Nambi Paper, and this is called Idea. And this is Kokuyo paper, and it is Tomo River paper, and this one comes like in a grid. So I ordered it, and what I had to do, because they tell you in the description box when you ordered it that it's a little bit wider for your Midori, that you're going to have to trim it off. So, and I did that. Here is a Goulet notebook, and here is the Kuyo Idea notebook, both Tomo River paper. So now they're the same size, and it was just a little bit wider than your basic Midori notebook. So you get two of them from Nambi Paper. I think they're like, what, 11 bucks. So and I got the other one in my Midori already. I'm getting ready to use that as soon as my journal runs out, probably by the middle of next week. And this is the paper. Really nice paper, 52 Gs, just like the other paper is. Really nice, but I just can't wait to try it. So this is called the Idea. Right there. And same size, like I said, as the Goulet notebook. So I think what we need to do right now is let's see how well this paper holds up. So I'll just take out my little Weaver fountain pen, and I'm just going to at least mark the day on it to see what's going to happen here, because I am just as anxious as you are. All right, today is Saturday. All right, and we'll see how it held up using the noodlers. And this is what happened. So this paper could not hold the zinc. So let's try something else now. So now I'm going to try it on Tomo River paper, not Kokuyo, which they carry that same line of paper. Still using the base tape blue by Noodlers, and we'll turn it open and see what we got. Now, this performed well. So, this is supposed to be the same type of paper as this. But the Tommy River paper, this one feels thinner than this one and works better than this one. And we'll try this again. Let's see how that comes out. Same thing still. So let's try this ink and pen on the Rodeo. And on the Rodeo, it bleeds through, shows through as well. That's surprising. This is the Clairefontaine paper. On the Clairefontaine, you have bleed through as well, show through. Interesting. And let's do life paper. And we'll turn that over. And the light paper has some show through, a little bit of bleed through, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
And that's really weird. And the Tomo River paper, this one held up really nice. No problems. So, let me do one more other thing and try a different ink and see what the outcome will be with a different ink. And we're going to go with my trusty old Mont Blanc 149 with some Beatles purple ink, psychedelic. And it has some show through. I mean, you can see through a little bit, but it did hold the ink, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Sure did. Yep. It just didn't take that Noodler's ink. And let's see how the other paper did. Now here's the Rodeo. And there's the show through. A little bit of bleed through, but show through. And it held up real fine. Brody did real great with the Mont Blanc Beetle purple ink. This is the Clairefontaine. Clairefontaine did real well, accepting that ink, so that's a good thing. Last but not least, we'll do it on the Life paper. And the Life did extremely well, did its job. The only one we had problems was with using the Needler's Bay State Blue. There was a bleed through, show through, and on this Tomo River paper, you have some see-through, barely, but it's no bleed-through, just some little bit of show-through. But like you see on the rest, it's Clairefontaine, same thing. Here's the Rhodia, same thing. And here is the Life paper, same thing. So we got the same thing going on all the paper. And here's the other Tomo River paper here. What they call it, Kuyo? Isn't that what they call it?
Kokuyo.
Kokuyo. But I did read where they said it was the same, I think it's Tomo River paper, I think they said, yeah. So, but it, it did real well with the other ink. So, I thought I'd give you some different types of paper, see what you think, how the ink reacts to the paper. I've had people that have asked me about different papers and how ink reacts to paper. And it's different depending what kind of paper you use, as you saw here. There may be some show-through, there may be some bleed-through, there may be both. So it's just up to you. And also the type of paper, it's also, if you're using a lower type of paper, you're not going to get that same true color as you would on a better type of paper. Mr. Nance, if you would hand me that notebook, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here's your everyday notebook. And it just sucks up the ink. I mean, they're okay to write with. I don't have a problem writing with them, but there's some people that do not care for this kind of paper. It doesn't bother me. And we'll look at the other side. And you see that the paper did fairly well. It's just still the Neulers bled through. Well, the Mont Blanc Beetle Sgt. Pepper ink, psychedelic ink, had barely any bleed through. So not bad for cheaper paper, right? Well, that's going to do it. A little bit about some different journal paper and talk to you about the idea. Koyuko, how you say it?
Kokuyo.
Kokuyo notebook. There are a good notebook. I really like them. I have some other Kokuyo notebooks around here somewhere. What did I do with it? Let me find it right here. Right. Well, I do not know offhand where I put it, but I do have another notebook. Here it is. Right here. So, while I have it out, I'm going to just go through it for a second. Try this paper, just for the heck of it. And we'll just write on that and see what happens. I'm curious now. And there is some show through and bleed through on this side. So let me do it on the top part so you might can see better. And you do have some show through, not bad. It held held up pretty good. Now this Kikuyu paper is a lined paper for this notebook, while the other, this is the grid. So, still good paper. Well, I hope you found this different types of notebooks and paper interesting for all you journal people out there. You know, hope that answers some of your questions, because people were asking, can I use a regular notebook? Yeah, you can. It's up to you. And I've showed you some different types of paper. So, hope that helps. I appreciate you joining me today with my journal and paper video. Hope you had a good time. I do. I always have a good time, especially when I'm in different notebooks and be able to test out new papers with the ink and see that effect that the paper does with the ink and the pen. Peace. Leave your comments below. Talk to you guys later. Bye.